Welcome back, everyone, to another anime review. And today we are doing anime review on the Joker, Kakano Joker's villain. Now, today we have here the police chief, Damuo Oriyama. He's the head of the police department in the anti-Phantom Thief department and the secondary antagonist in the series. Now, along with the police chief, he's a bit of a hot temper. He loses his cool every time he tries to catch the Joker, but he does try his best to follow, Kakano Joker's plan. But it always seems to fail one way or the other. And then we go down to his assistant. We have the lovely Ginko Kurosaka, one of the police two assistants. She also wishes to catch Joker with Momo and Orama. She is nicknamed the Devil Chaser with Momo in the manga. She's a police officer. She's a special force unit with Momo, and is called to deal with more high-profile criminals. And in the anime, she's the same level or lower as Argonaut and doesn't get much action until you don't get to see her much until season 2. Which is really kind of a shame. But I think you'll see more of her. But they're we're probably gonna save her for season 2. That's kind of like what they did. They kind of saved her for season 2. Basically, she made more of a current appearance. And then we have I want to say, I don't want to butcher her name because she is a lovely character. She is also another antagonist and the assistant, Mr. Canary, and she's also a recurring character. While she's very soft-spoken, very strong-willed, she be quite hot-headed and she's also there also has another persona in the show as well. But she's a really good character. You see her kind of grow into her own shell as a whole. And then we have the lovely Shadow Joker, and basically he holds a grudge against something Joker did in the past. I won't say what he does. He purposely dressed as Joker so he'd be mistaken for Joker and have his crimes blamed on him. His outfit does slightly differ, as it is a purple version of Joker's outfit and a hint of bluish tint in his hair. And because of the name Shadow Joker, one of his disguises, once his disguise had been figured out, I think that's kind of a smart choice. And his weapon of choice is a parcel of pain. That's his secondary choice. And then we have the lovely Rose. Rose is a character that you meet later on in the season. She was a girl that later, encountered Shadow at a very young age, and is someone who he has a deeply affection for. She has this unique, gothic Lolita style, and, she has some interesting powers thanks to another character we'll be introduced to, and that is Professor Clover. Now, with Professor Clover, he is another antagonist of the series. His motives are unclear, but he'll use any means to achieve his goal. He seems to very likely hold a grudge against Silverheart. His appearance is like a jester clown, like evil jester clown. Like, so you terrified jesters and do not watch. And then he's a very interesting character. I don't want to give too much away because his whole motivation and goal, you just have to watch for this series. But he is a very interesting villain to see to have in the Kakano Joker series. And then we have Lady Doubt. Lady Doubt, she's the assistant of Professor Clover, and she has the ability to turn into a cat. Has the ability to transform into a cat, and she happily works with her boss. And she never takes off her sunglasses. She always uses sport well in the series. And while she's a bit more mild than Professor Clover, she has no problem putting the heroes in harm's way. And as part of her being able to transform to a cat, she has a lot of cat-like skills, and they only come out whenever she needs them. So it's a really cool angle to have there whenever put to use. And then we have Professor Nightmare. This is Professor Nightmare. And what's really interesting about him is because I think with Professor Nightmare, you don't really see what's the one I'm looking for Professor Nightmare. I think specifically for him as a whole, Professor Nightmare, I think he has a very interesting look to him. He's very interesting to look at. Look at can I see part of his outfit? But look at the makeup, this on his face. Look at this, the one teardrop, the colored coordinated eyes, very interesting to say the least. I think also in Nightmare's full demeanor, I think for him, personality wise, he's the third and fourth antagonist of the series. He has two faces, the one side being pale white tone with a purplish red eye, and the yellow teardrop mark underneath the eye. And then his eyes have like a more lavender tone with a light blue and a golden scar running down his bluish gray hair. It's a similar dual tone, one being dark purple and the other being much pale lavender, with both sides having goldish embellishment. His personality is very vain and happily encourages people fawning over his appearance, slowly taking orders to the point of being constrained being with them. And like he has a different abilities that I won't really get into because I don't want to spoil anything for the series, but definitely check out these villains in season 1 through 4 of Kaku no Joker series. They are really interesting and they have their own unique quirks and innovations I think you'll really find interesting once you dive more deeper into their series and know more about their backstories and motivations. But definitely check out the series if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for another great anime review. Till then, bye.